Hi guys, welcome back to more episodes of The Walking Dead. We're actually on the season finale, season 2 already. It's gone really quickly, but I'm dying to get on with it because this show is very good at cliffhangers, like a lot of shows, but in particular, the way in which they do it with this show. The last episode was pushing us towards knowing something was coming with Shane. That last conversation he had with Laurie, in his own mind, convinced him enough to make a decision that eventually was going to lead to his own death, but not how he saw it. He was ready to take out Rick, make up whatever story after letting the lad go, snapping his neck. He'd planned it, therefore motive. And I wasn't sure how it was going to go. I think Rick did the right thing in the way he tackled it. The only way to con someone is to let them believe that you're conning them. And that's kind of what he did. He let him reach. Now Rick's got to go back and explain. Even worse, Carl witnessed it. Yet Carl obviously saw Shane as kind of like a father figure for a while, till his dad, came back. And had the unfortunate, I don't know, what do you call it? The unfortunate decision to have to make right there, right then, with seconds to spare. Who do I save here? Do I turn against my father because he's done what he's done, or do I stick with my dad? And it was right at that point, because he was coming up behind Rick. We knew he was going to turn fast, and Carl made the decision. He's made the right one, but how much is this going to affect this kid? I mean, with what he's already gone through, with all he's already witnessed, he's trying to come to terms with living in a world where alpha males are now vitally important again, and he feels as though he wants to be a man even though he's not ready in his body and his mind isn't mature enough to be able to accept the responsibility. He can only do it at his own pace. And not so long ago he said, I never want to go near a gun again. However, he's done it. Shane's dead. And now between the two of them, they've got to go back and explain. I'm not sure it's going to be that too much of a convincing story for people to accept it. And when I say convincing, I don't mean like in Shane's circumstance where you're having to make something up because you've done something wrong. He hasn't done anything wrong. I'm just saying, I think when people hear what's happened and how it happened, they're probably going to be behind Rick. Because Shane wasn't exactly the most liked person in the group, let's face it. However, not sure about Andrew. Anyway, that's enough of me waffling before we've even started the episode. So let's go and find out where they leave this one on a cliffhanger, because they will. Season finale of Season 2, Episode 13. Just before I do, don't forget to subscribe. I'll be right back. That's Rick. That's Rick. Or rather, it was Carl. You know what I mean. Yeah, just after it's happened.
No. We heard a shot. Maybe they found Randall.
Everyone did.
Is he back in the shed?
He's a walker.
Did you find the walker that bit him?
No, weird thing is, he wasn't bit.
No, he wasn't.
Bro. Well, they were together.
Would you please get back out there and find Rick and Shane and find out what on earth is going on?
I mean, I heard a gunshot, but I didn't see any walkers nearby.
I mean, how does he explain this to him? Oh my God. Well, I said
The others.
this place wasn't going to stay safe forever.
Can't go around. Go on. Stay close. We really just passed like the herd on the highway. Should we just go inside?
Oh, there's just a tunnel downstairs I don't know about. Heard that size will rip the house down.
He was upstairs. I can't find him anymore.
Maybe he's hiding.
He's supposed to be upstairs. I'm not leaving without my boy.
Maggie.
You grew up country. You pick up a thing or two.
I got the numbers. It's no use.
I'll die here.
You probably will die here.
Good a night as any.
Today's a good day today. Here they come. Burn, baby, burn. I know Herschel wants to protect his farm, but I don't know whether there's going to be any of the damn farm left after this. Talk about an all-action opening start.
Maybe Rick said it to draw him in.
He did so.
Can't find him anywhere.
So maybe he snuck outside.
What do I do?
He was here.
So maybe Ricochet started that fire. Maybe they're trying to get out back. Why don't you circle around? Got it.
See,
Go!
even Dallas comes to the same conclusion. To lose someone else here.
They're all over the place. There's no corralling them. We're gonna run out of ammo before we can make a dent.
You don't even know how many of them are going to come out. There's like 50, 60, 70 of them here.
That's my boy!
We have to trust.
You can't stay.
He's gonna need his mother. We've got to go.
There's just so much confusion.
Go! Come on now.
Herschel, go, man, go. Oh my God, no, no, no. Let go of her hand. She's gone. Let go. You've got to be brutal and mourn afterwards. What else can you do? Come on, Carol. Come on, come on. Thank you. No, Andrea, behind you. It's gone.
Say yes. Swing it around here. Oh. Get off the farm now. Don't say that.
Yes.
Becky, it's lost.
It is lost. No, it's lost. Go, woman. Dude, you need to pull out right now. Oh, Christ. He's not even looking behind him. He's not looking behind him. It's going to happen now. Oh, man. Oh.
I don't know what happened, Rick. They just keep coming.
They should all be meet up on the road, though, right? There's only the one road. Oh, come on. No, you've left Andrea behind now. Oh, my God. Come on, find Andrea. She's here somewhere. The farm's lost. You've got... I don't even know. I've not even been able to keep up who the hell's with who. Okay, before we carry on, I've got caught up in the action there, just the same as everybody else. As far as I can make out, Herschel, Carl, and Rick are together. Andrea, I think she's on her own. Carol has just been picked up by Daryl. I don't know about T-Dog. Glenn and... who's her face? I can't remember her damn name. They're together, but they've all left separately. And I don't know, we're going to have to try and catch up with whoever we can, at whatever point we can. But that was severe intenseness for like the first 15 minutes of the damn episode. When we first discovered the farm and Herschel and his family and everything, that this was not going to last. And this is kind of the scenario I was expecting. The walkers were going to make their way this far out, and that would be it. Well, that's an epic season finale, except we've barely started the episode.
Hey, look at me. Look at me. Hey, we're alive. We made it. Okay, I'm sure they are too.
Well, where's Mom?
We don't know where anybody is.
We gotta go back for her.
There's one fatal mistake that they've all made here before this event has happened. There should have been, because of the world that you're in and the extreme circumstances, I'm not blaming anybody, including Rick, but they were starting to become a little bit settled at the farm and letting the guard down to a certain extent as regards what's just happening. You should have had a fallback plan. If, as, when this, i.e., if shit goes bad, if it all hits the fan, we meet up. If we get separated, a rendezvous point somewhere. That should. Your ragtag group of people on the run. You're a gang. Whatever you want to call it, and you should have had something in place where, like, if everyone gets separated and away from the farm, if it were to happen, you needed a fallback option, because they're now all wondering who's with who survived, who hasn't. I'll shut up now.
Your boy to safety. I'll wait here for my girls and the others. Keep your boy safe. I'll hide in one of the cars. If a walker gets me, so be it. Christ promised the resurrection of the dead.
Don't think this is what he meant.
I just thought he had something a little different in mind.
Yeah.
That's where they'll be. Rick will go back to where we first broke down in Glen 2.
We're headed east. Get to the coast. We should have done that from the jump.
I'm not leaving without Mom.
So we're just gonna walk away? Not knowing if my wife, your girls are still out there. How do we live with that?
Oh, I'm barely 2 seasons into this show and I'm so totally invested already. We all kind of had the same thought at different points.
Well, this guy's tail light zigzagging all over the road. Figured he had to be Asian driving like that.
Now then, we don't know about Andrea, but Laurie's just asked about Shane. Rick's going to have to say something, and that it wasn't the horde that did it. Because if he doesn't and just says, yeah, he got bit by one of them, he's gone. And then Carl spouts up what actually happened, he's just got to be straight. He's just got to be straight with it.
Just leave her.
But we don't even know she's there.
She isn't there. She isn't. She's somewhere else. Or she's dead. There's no way to find her.
If she's still alive, she'll have left the area.
Keep moving. There've been walkers crawling all over here.
I say head east.
Stay off the main roads. The bigger the road, the more walkers, more assholes like this one.
Yeah.
I got him.
Not much ammo either.
Damn it.
Not enough. It must be really, really hard on the run on your own.
All right, we'll set up a perimeter. In the morning, we'll find gas and some supplies. We'll keep pushing on. We're together. We keep it that way.
He's right with that.
Not just where we hole up, but we fortify.
Not around here.
Pull ourselves together. Build a life for each other. I know it's out there. We just have to find it.
If you accept that that's always going to happen, no matter where you go, and where you find and where you try and fortify and where you try and set up camp and base, then what you're saying is there's no hope. There's no point carrying on. You can't. I understand Rick trying to be the optimist of the group here, going, we will find somewhere, we'll find supplies, we'll find somewhere where we can feel protected and set up some sort of defences or whatever. But right now, you are in the arse of nowhere, in the woods, no fuel, no supplies, no tents, no way of cooking. No, you have nothing. They just weren't prepared for this, because how do you prepare for something like this? It's just, this is where desperation comes in. The only one thing I think he's utterly right with is you don't split up right now, because if anything happens while Glenn and Maggie go off trying to get fuel or supplies, and you get overrun here and have to move on, your group split up again. You can't. You've got no home.
Rick, what the hell happened?
Well,
Shane killed Randall.
yeah,
Just like he always wanted to.
yeah.
And then the herd got him?
You can't leave it at that. I believe this is.
We're all infected.
He's telling him what that guy said to him.
What?
But the CDC, Jenner told me.
That's what he told
Whatever
him.
it is, we all carry it.
What? Oh, hell. Your carriers.
Said anything?
Would it made a difference?
Okay, all right. That's just changed the fucking playing field. You're all infected. So the whole human species, as far as this show is concerned, you're infected, you're carriers, which explains why even if you're not bit, the minute you die, you come back because the infection is already in you. That's what he whispered in his ear in the CDC, isn't it? Mind blown. I just can't.
Okay, when I found out about the walkers in the barn, I told for the good of everyone.
Well, I thought it best if people didn't know.
So even if you're not bit, you're infected. That day will come.
After a while, I knew what he was doing, what he was up to. I just wanted it over. Dogging me every step of the way. I killed him. That's how I knew Jenner was right.
Andrew's gonna run out of steam before long here. You can't just keep going. These bastards don't. Come on! Who the fuck's this? It's Assassin's Creed. With 2 zombies. Sorry, walkers. As bait?
The last thing we need is for everyone to be running off in the dark.
Exactly.
We don't have the vehicles.
We need to move now.
No one is going anywhere. I'm keeping this group together, alive. I've been doing that all along, no matter what. I didn't ask for this. I killed my best friend for you people, for Christ's sake. He staged the whole Randall thing, led me out to put a bullet in my back. He gave me no choice. My hands are clean. I say there's a place for us, but maybe it's just another pipe dream. Maybe I'm fooling myself again. Go on, there's the door. You can do better. Let's see how far you get.
Yeah, I'm afraid he's having to be brutal here.
You're staying. This isn't a democracy anymore.
That is the right thing. I agree with that. You're all looking to someone. You all, without a vote, put him in charge. We discussed this with what happened to Dale. Oh, there's a facility here. Because it's got a perimeter fence. Fortified. Oh, maybe. Okay, guys, episode 13, season 2, season finale. What a finale. I don't even know where to start. I'll go right back. I was going to start at the end, but no, we'll do that last. Right, so it's all gone to shit. I knew it was going to at some point. I didn't know what was going to bring it about, but were it not any of the normal human aspects of Herschel asking you to leave, the group splintering, the group not agreeing with who the hell's in charge and what's going on. And I was expecting, if Rick made it back and explained what happened between him and Shane, that could splinter the group as well. People having different points of view. But we never even got a chance for all of that because the walkers were already here. So we've regrouped as best we can. I said I felt like they needed some sort of fallback plan, but what fallback plan do you really have? But where Rick headed, where they first entered this area and found Herschel and his farm, was the most obvious place. If any of you were going to meet back up. Thankfully it did. However, we've now got a divided group who are wondering whether they are better off with Rick or not, especially how he's just had to inform them and explain he's just had to kill his best friend. All right, he maybe didn't say it in the right way, but the guy's angry and I understand why he's angry. I killed my best friend for you lot. I'm protecting the group. You elected me your leader unofficially. So what I say goes. I've kept you safe all this time. You want to make it on your own? Go make it on your own. You don't have to. It's not law. I'm not a dictator. But if you stay in this group, you abide by me trying to protect the group as a whole, or you go it alone. I get that. I totally get that. Laurie, I don't know how to read her. I explained that in commentary. She seems to be really pissed off and angry at the fact that he, one, has killed Shane, even though he's explained why, and she knows it. I think she was just put into the back of her mind, not wanting to come to terms and admit with just how dangerous Shane was and how unhinged he was, because she'd had a relationship with him. And there's still quite a very large possibility that this child is Shane's. A very high possibility. But when he added in, it was Carl who put him down, that was it. She, as far as she's concerned, it was one step too far. Whether she'll come around or not, I don't know. She either's going to or she's not, or they're no longer be man and wife and she's just going to be somebody else he has to protect from the group. It could sever whatever relationship they had anyway. But I can't help but be on Rick's side until he does something that I don't necessarily massively agree with. And so far, no one's a good guy in this, but he's not put many steps wrong, unlike some others. Shane especially. So, this is the only group we've got. We are down to minimal numbers. Like I said, you know, even if they'd have just had go bags ready at the farm if shit had gone wrong, so you have supplies and tent and even some fucking matches to light a fire, anything. They had nothing in place. No one was ready. No one was prepared. The eventuality of knowing that where you are may still be only a temporary solution. And then Rick's speech about there's got to be something out there. There's got to be more resources. There's got to be more supplies. There's got to be somewhere that's more secure, where we can defend and we can create a perimeter fence and we can hunker down. And then it just shows us at the end, it doesn't seem that far away. The shot panned back. It appears to be, to me, the only sort of place that's that size of facility and structure and buildings that I saw had a fence the entire way around. There's only one thing that tends to have that, and that is either a school, which it didn't look like a school. That could be a prison. And a prison would actually be a very good place to be able to defend. Okay, not very good for much else, like supplies and living standards, but at the same time, if that really is where we may be heading for season 3, for all we know, it's just full of dead prisoners walking around as walkers. But the big revelation, more than anything, I wanted to know what that man said to Rick at the CDC before he checked out. You're all infected. This was the question I had. It's not just about getting bit or eaten. You all turn no matter which way you die. Even if you just die from old age, from what it appears, you are going to turn because you have some form of this walker virus in you. I don't know what else to call it. So something in the evolutionary chain is either changed and it's spread throughout the human species, or it's something man-made that's been spread around the globe, maybe over a sustained period in our, like I said, in our food chain, in our food or our water, or you know, for all I know, it could be Wi-Fi signals that's caused it. I don't know. It could be anything, right? And this show's going to keep you guessing, because a lot of you guys have explained to me that this show doesn't necessarily explain how it came about, who's patient zero, or how did it start, how has it spread, how would you become an infected and a carrier without being in contact with any of it. We're not going to get that, so that's probably as much as we're going to get. Bastards. Fear the Walking Dead's going to have to come at some point, but I'm not going to even consider even looking at that show until we're almost done with this show. I can't do The Walking Dead and a prequel at the same time. That's just going to fuck with my head. I can't do that. Right, but look forward to that. That will be coming. That could be late 2022, 2023. I don't know. I've no plans to go anywhere. I hope you haven't. Stick around. Make sure you subscribe. That's a good way of fitting that in, right? And if you enjoy the video, by all means, give it a thumbs up. While I'm at it, I may as well continue down that road and explain that if you do want to watch this in full length, you can. Just check the link in the description, as always. You can watch the full length version over there. We are more or less about a season ahead on Patreon if you're somebody who are one of those people who just can't wait. Right, back for episode 1, season 3 next. Until then, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and don't mind me waffling on too much because I've a lot to say for this show. When I am super excited about a show, my videos end up a lot longer because I've got so many things going on in my mind. Right, I'll leave it at that for now. So, see you for the first episode of season 3. Until then, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you for the next one.